Greetings and felicitations.
Okay, here comes the first round.
Boom. And
Jeez, that was just
boom.
unnecessary.
You kidding me? You can't be out of range? What? Greetings and felicitations, YouTube. You're all the Yapping Way here. We got another teaser. This is what it looks like. And this is what I have to say about it. I thought we were going to know more today. It looks like there's going to be a little bit more of a tease going. We'll see how many more of these we get. I'm predicting at least a few more. Being that there's multiple of these little teeny teasers, it actually changes the context in which I understand the previous one. Now the previous one, the Griffin, makes a lot more sense. The reason why I wasn't buying into the whole Griffin idea from the get-go was that, it didn't seem to connect to too much else. It would seem strange to just tease out a griffin, or a sphinx, or one monster, or something like that. You know what I'm trying to say here? What I'm trying to say here is I think they have something bigger planned. We knew there was something bigger planned for when the game is going to come to Steam. We've been anticipating this for a while. They haven't made any content really for us since January. So we know they're working on something big for this Steam launch. That's the feeling anyway. So now that we have the second teaser, which, by the way, if you didn't know, this is all having to do with the Hydra. Hydra has a lot more to do with Herculean myth than Trojan myth, but it was pointed out to me by, I think, Simone from the CA staff, that the Hydra was, in fact, mentioned in the Aeneid. My boy Aeneas. Good book. Anyway, both the Sphinx... or Griffin. Less likely Griffin. I'm still leaning towards Sphinx for that first one, but Griffin has a strong case here. Whatever. The Hydra is also directly connected to Typhon and Echidna. Okay. Direct descendant of, the child of. There are many children of Typhon and Echidna, and they are all monsters. So this got me thinking, alright, well, what are they hinting at here? The community is getting really hype about there being mythological mode being added to this game, and I'm still cautioning people, don't get too hype about that. It's probably not going to happen, at least not the way everybody seems to think it is, where they just reskin the mythical creatures and then throw it back into the game. That would just feel like a cop-out. So what else could they do? What else is going on here? And I got to thinking, well, what if it's like the Warhammer DLC for the Beastmen, where you have, not the Beastmen, for the Norskins, where we have the Beast Hunts. Maybe we're about to go on a whole bunch of epic quest missions around the map and hunt down individual beasts. That could be something. And then I remembered one small detail. And that small detail, you really have to know what you're looking for to find it. Campaign, multiplayer. Why is multiplayer still in beta, by the way? It's been almost a year. This beta tag better be gone by the time the Steam release is here. It's kind of ridiculous that they still call it in beta when we've only had one patch between January and today. Anyway, here we are. This little button right here. Campaign, the Trojan War. As if there was another campaign to play. And there isn't. Yet they put it in here as an option. It's been there. You can also see the same thing when you look at the various campaign save files that you have. They're all indicating right here that they're from this Trojan War campaign. And I believe, it might have been edited out, but I believe there was even, for a time, a drop-down menu in the multiplayer campaigns where you could select a different campaign. It was, obviously, there was only one option in there. So, I actually think this is something that could greatly appease fans who have shied away from Troy because they don't like the truth behind the myth design philosophy that the Trojan War campaign has. And I think what they're going to do is I think they're going to add in a brand new campaign mode. Troy, as it stands, stays. The Trojan War campaign, as it stands, stays. All of the multiplayer units that we've been using, those stay. But then they put in a new campaign mode which could allow for a different design philosophy, where suddenly the mythical creatures can actually be myth, and where maybe we're going to explore the storyline from Odysseus's perspective in the Odyssey, or maybe the Herculean tasks. Heck, what about the Argonauts? The tale of Jason and the Golden Fleece. Like, there's so much potential there in exploring the greater myths that wouldn't take away from the Trojan War campaign's design philosophy that could still fit in this game, Troy: A Total War Saga. Possibly. So I think we're about to get introduced to a brand new campaign mode that might involve those beast hunts or specific tasks to those kinds of things. I'm interested to know what you think. Until I get some really concrete information, I am not going to be doing too much more speculation. All right, this is probably going to be the end of my speculation train. I know it's really interesting to you guys, but I just want to try and curtail the hype from getting too much, and I'm adding to it with stuff like this, you know? Anyway, that's it for me. I hope you found that interesting. Ta-ta. I love you all. I'll see you guys in the next video.